Hello, hello again, industrialists. We are back, and yes, this time. So once again, I have to admit, I played a little, recorded, and sent myself into a spiral. But I believe it's because of a bug that I have reported. Essentially, I was trying to reposition this pipe here to get us another turbine plant for our gas, and the water just stopped. And once the water stops, everything stops, and that was not good. But in addition, one of the things I did was I wanted to, ultimately, we're going to be wanting to make a lot of chemicals to make paint. We've got our dye here, our cool dye plant, and we want paint, which requires additional chemicals. Now, to make the amount of chemicals we need carbon, and we actually need this carbon coming from gas. We need four more of these. So I did some quick calculations, which I'm going to bring up on the screen here, and I mean, this isn't even everything, but essentially, like, where we're at is we need, um, to make enough paint, if we need six chemicals. So potash, we're going to need 12 tons of potash. I haven't even factored in. Sorry, I just realized that is, let's move this over here. So potash, we would have to get another potash mine going because we're making six, so we need to get this to 12 because we need three of these chemical works. And the real cost here is this coke. So we need 6 tons of coke because we need three of these. And coke is just horrifyingly expensive to make. So the gas isn't the problem. 60 cubic meters of gas, no big deal. We've got a decent amount. We could make 1,500 gas, even with a little electricity used. But it only makes 1 ton of carbon coke, and I mean that's so. The problem with that is, like, look how much water it uses. 2,000 water. So essentially, we need six of these plants to make 6 tons of coke, which is 12,000 water a day. And then the chem works in addition is another 3,000 a day. So we're looking at basically 15,000 water, over 4,000 electric, all the costs, so another 600 a day in workers, and all for essentially chemicals that, like, chemicals only cost 95 each, which, comparatively is just not that much. Like, when it's just a small component of, like, we need the chemicals for the paint, right? So to make this paint, we do need 5 chemicals, to be fair, sure. So what is that? That's about 75 times 5 is 375. So $375 worth of chemicals we need. We're making the dye, and that makes us that 4 paint. How much does paint sell for? It sells for 320. Okay, all right. So yes, if we were just selling paint directly, we'd have to pay more. But it's still, I don't see it being worth that much in workers and electricity and water. I haven't done the calculation as to kind of what's the approximate cost of those, because we're going to have to build, more water. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure water is relatively cheap because we have our water utility. We have a lot of so a single water pump, single water well, it does bring in 45,000. So it's only about half a well. That does use another 1,000 electricity. I think it's the electricity is the real concern, because that's not something we have a super high amount. We are not currently bringing in any from the city. So we'd have to go get an agreement just to get 12,000 of it. And our turbine is, brings in 20, and we're going to fit another one in here. So anyway, look, this all comes down to, I think, we're buying that coke because it's not worth it. Or we're buying the chemicals, one or the other. Let's see, if we buy the coke, it's 110. that I think is well worth it, right? Because making the chemicals is not as bad. We'll buy, so it's 220 for the coke. We've got the potash. Maybe that's how we do it. We're gonna build up our chemical works, but we're not gonna overdo it on carbon extraction. This whole thing was maybe a bit of a waste, I think. I just think the carbon extractor is just not worth it. Again, it's I love how complex like the economy is, you know, and you've got to really dig into the numbers probably. But let's take this off the screen. See, I can't see it on my other screen, so there we go. Okay, so enough explanation. 5 minutes into explanation. But okay, so the other thing I want to do is we're going to need more electricity no matter what we do. I'm going to go ahead and get that going, and I'm going to show that, you know, maybe this bug will be fixed by the time we're done, but we are going to delete, so we're going to first make a pipe, and because I want to make room for a turbine plant here, and this pipe's in the way. So to do that, we're going to have the pipe coming over this way instead. And let's get that built, and then I'm going to cut this pipe off. And the critical issue here is that if I delete this overpass, it takes away the connector here, and this connector is kind of everything. I've just discovered that, like, if I take this away and rebuild the pipe just as a little hook here, it doesn't reconnect the water for some reason. Hopefully that will get fixed. I could not find a way around it, and it destroyed my entire situation, because once water stopped, then, you know, the water is needed to run the electricity, and then everything shut down. So this is showing we've still got flow here. So we've built the water, we've got our, okay, not yet. Let's wait till the flow comes in. I'm just speeding up time. It should start at some point. I think it's sort of this whole daily cycle thing. There we go. See, now it says there's flow. So I'm going to pause, and we're going to delete just the water pipes, but so critically, only up to there. We have to keep this overpass now, because if we delete any part of this overpass, this goes away, and this can't reconnect. So then we're going to go ahead and get our turbine in right here, and we'll just add that in. And again, we could possibly delete this electric wire and run it around this way, but I don't. We're not going to be able to fit another power plant here anyway, right? Even if we jammed it right up against here, we've got no room here. So I think that's fine. I'm just not going to move the power line. So let's just put that there, and then let's get the power line in, and we'll get our internal road. And internal roads can go over main roads, which is great. It puts in a little cool traffic light, and that should do it. I'm going to turn off this one well, because we've got 1,000 coming in. These two plants will use 800, and then that leaves 200 gas. Now, something else that I discovered, and we're going to turn it. So this gas pipeline, without being able to control the output of it, it's massive overkill, and the problem is it's sending too much gas out. Like, we don't want to send this much gas out, and you can actually send it out by truck pretty cheaply. I discovered that you can, one truck for $18 a day sends 600 out. So really, this whole pipeline, you know, it's only saving us 2 trucks worth. Yes, we're paying less employees for sure, but I don't think it's worth the fact that we have to send this much out. I don't want to send that much out. And then you can't even turn this off. It doesn't seem to stop it. So we're going to have to just delete it. So I think that's fine, because the gas that's going out, we've already, you know, it's being used here. We've got plenty in storage. So I can just turn all this off. So I'm going to actually delete as much as I can. What I really want to be in is the generic regional infrastructure. There we go. So delete. We're going to delete you. Can only destroy buildings. Oh, so you have to be individually in each complex, whatever. Okay. Delete. Delete. We could delete this. I don't think this makes... Did we get any money back? No, we don't get money back. So I'm just going to leave the pipeline for now. We'll delete the gas in here. and we'll delete the one over here as well. All right. Another quick discovery is that this nice discovery is that this gas pipeline, you don't actually, I ran it as a separate pipeline, but you can run it underneath the water pipes. So you don't need, see if I do this, see it's letting me run it. I don't want to put it in because then I have to delete it again, but it lets you run it under the pipeline. So that's really cool. You don't have to use up, you know, just less logistics to worry about. Okay, so let's make sure that the deliveries are, so we are sending out the natural gas though. Oh, and of course I forgot, we are going to need our loading bay. So we're sending the gas out by truck, which means we need to build a tank loading. So, like that. All right, and then once that's built, and we are going to have to wait, kind of want this built first, actually. It should be okay. Like I said, I think we built up enough gas in the carbon plant that it's not going to run out anytime soon. All right. Yeah. So these guys want to cancel their glass. And last time, in the deleted save, I said fine, I'll do it. But the thing is, the glass is how I'm buying glass to make furniture. Nobody else is selling glass in the entire map. Maybe we can discover someone who would. But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to spend this 20 influence to keep this glass contract going. But that does make me feel like I want to send my sales guy out. I thought there was a way you can send him to go find someone else that does glass. Pick a resource, they will attempt to get instructions. Oh, it's a trade show thing. So, okay. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, I filtered for glass, and you can see, so we know these two companies. Here's a bunch of companies that are discoverable, but of all the discoverable companies, there was only a single one. All these companies, you know, make light bulbs, which surely need glass, but it feels like this one company has a glass. This company has a glass monopoly. You can buy glass from them. The only other place you can buy glass, they're involved in glass. I definitely want to try to get an introduction to them, but I had some issue with that. So, yeah, Fred, I don't have enough of an influence with to get him to introduce me. So, okay, I'm going to do a lunch meeting with him. This is just for the future, setting up our glass, you know, so we don't have this glass monopoly concern. You know, the other issue with glass, I mean, knowing that, you'd think we'd be able to sell glass for quite a profit. I don't know if the economy works that way. But there is some sand that was found over here somewhere. But to get to it was quite an ordeal of just, you know, we're going to have to send our VP of Ops. I think this is sand right here. But to get access to it, you know, this is unavailable. So we just don't have access. Over here, we would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So each one of these takes like a week to get access rights. It's gonna be like this is a month-long ordeal just to get access over here. I don't see a faster way to it because just, you know, I almost wish there was like an automated, okay, up front we'll spend the money, just start getting road access rights to things. I mean, I guess arguably the road is already built. So I suppose if we buy this, maybe but we can't get the utilities in. The road's built, but there's no utilities, and you can't build regional. I don't believe I can just grab the power. Yeah, see, you can't, without land rights, you can't build the power in. So we'd need a long route down to this sand, which is a pain. Unless there's another spot that there's sand. Again, who do you send out to go? Oh, he could do a lot search for us. I mean, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to send him out to look for sand again. See if he can find, but I don't know if he's just going to find that same stupid lot, but sand would get us glass. We wouldn't have to worry so much about it. Anyway, speed time back up. Okay, so this loading bay did get built. Okay, so deliveries. Let's get that gas going over from there to here. And I think we need to send 80 80 is what they're consuming. Is that right? No, 120. It's fine. At least that doesn't take too long to adjust. 120. And then these guys, they're actually just producing gas. And we're going to send that back to the electric to just reconsume. So that's 80. Oh no, I think they're making 40. It's like a third's coming back. Yeah, 40. So yeah, now it's just getting trucked around, and we don't need to worry about the pipeline extending it. So in our electric, like, this is so critical. This goes down, everything goes down. We just want to make sure this gas right here. I wish you could put like an alert on this. Like there's a game called Captain of Industry where you can put alerts as storage runs down. But it looks like, this should be generally maintaining okay. We're making 1,000. We're sending out 120 to the cokery, and we're using 800. So that's fine. And now we've got we're not actually using this plant yet, but we're going to need more electricity. You're just going to need to. Yeah, I'll go to squash with you. Okay, so this was all in service, believe it or not, in just getting a toy factory going. So we know we're going to need paint. So let's go back to like that original objective. We want to make toys with this paint recipe. So we need 1 paint for our toys. And we got plenty of lumber, cardboard, etc. So and then production-wise, we need to get ourselves to making essentially 3 a day. It's really 2.5, but so we need to make 3 a day. So we need 2 of these factories. We need 2 paint. Let's aim to build 2 paint. So to create 2 paint, we need 2 dyes and 10 chemicals. All right, and we do have this. So let's so we need to figure out how many, and we're making the dyes. We only need the 1 factory for dyes. So the chemical's the issue. So currently, if we trust this report, we are net 0 on chemicals precisely. So if we just order 10 chemicals, that's just going to take care of making the paint. So let's see how we can do at that. So chemicals by, and we've got a relationship with these guys. I think we recently cancelled, but that's fine. Yeah. Wow. So even a medium thing only gets to 5, and it's quite expensive, of course. So here we come back to, there it is, 14K for 5, for almost 6 chemicals a day. So there's the question: is if we made our own chemicals, which we do here, we'd need 5 more of these chem works, and all that comes with it, right? Like need mining the potash. I mean, it's insane. Here we would need 10 coke, so we'd need 10 of these buildings, which, like I said, it's like 20,000 water. Oh, I don't know. 3,000 electricity. I mean, okay, yeah, it's really people, I guess, isn't it? Because the utility numbers aren't as crazy as I first thought. But again, I wanna see if I can get away with just doing it by buying it, because I feel like I am fearing industry here. But it's going to be what it is. I think you can always wind down your contracts. So we'll aim to make a chemical relationship with our 2 Randalls. Oh no, buying. So it looks like we've done work with Neptune before. We can get 2 mediums going with these 2 guys. So maybe that's how we do it, because that will get us to 10. Yeah. Okay. So let's go do lunch with these 2 guys. Neptune, Bernard, 1v Edward. Yeah. Neptune, Bernard. Of course, there's 2 Neptunes. There's Bernard. Lunch. And then, what was it? I think it was the 3x guy? No. Oh, so annoying. So many clicks. Chemicals. Buy. 1v Edward. Yeah, it's... What's with these, like, nepotistic... so funny. And again, this is also... I guess that's why, yeah, getting sand is what you need to do. Sulfur. Sulfur. Oh, that's what they sell. Okay, Edward. 1v Edward. Yeah, they really need a direct click to go sort of have lunch with them, I think. Alright, so let's start those contracts up. Alright, first one, want to buy, so we want to buy 5 a day. Okay. And, I think given that we need, so we're buying chemicals. I just want to see where chemicals, they're stored in storage tanks. I want to buy another storage tank for our headquarters. I'm worried that we're going to, because we're going to be kind of storing a lot of chemicals. I guess we could wait it out one round, see if this fills up too quickly. Okay, so, and then when he comes home, we'll send him out again to buy the other 5. And then let's just start building then our paint production. So we need 2 paints. 1, 2. I'm just gonna run this around the edge because I'm gonna assume we're gonna want to do something like that. And okay, our first guy's in, and we're getting good. That's good. It's a lot cheaper. Start the contract, and then we need to wait for July 15th to send him out again. I feel like putting the deliveries together, even though it's a waste of money for a week. It's just do it so you don't forget. Chemicals. Also, we need to figure out if we've got the loading bays. So headquarters to chem production. It's funny, we're sending chemical production where we are shipping the chemicals in. It's quite embarrassing. So we just need 10. Yeah, 180 a day. Quite expensive, really. But yeah. Okay. Okay. And we don't have any contracts selling chemicals right now, do we? Because that would be bad. Because we want to buy it. Yeah, we're not selling any chemicals. Okay. In fact, how are there chemicals over here, I guess is the question. Chemicals... chemicals are leaving the chem production to timber, right? Because we're making that one chemical. Oh, we do actually have 2, so we actually only need 9 to come over because we're. I don't know where that plus. Whatever. Okay, so it looks like we might be low on electricity now. So let's throw in another electric transformer. Essentially, is what this is. Is that connected? Or we have to build one of these every time? Okay. Goofy, goofy. Okay. Yeah. So... but like I said, we were going to need more electricity, so that should help there. So that should be fine. What's our total? Oh, we need a lot more water as well. So let's throw another water line in. It's another 4,000. Looks like it's just right. And we've got a lot of tech actually. There is a larger, we'll call it. So yeah, you can get larger pumps, larger transformers. So it's pretty cheap. So instead of building like 2 of these, we can build one bigger one, which, at some point we're going to do for sure. There's no reason to, that'll optimize space here for sure. Okay. So this is actually successful. It looks like it's making the paint. Am I overproducing paint? Now I think I'm overproducing the paint. Eight paint? What did we say we needed? Oh, here's our... What? They're offering to modify the next delivery of glass. So first they wanted to cut out glass, now they want to double the delivery. Sure. You bet. I'll take it. Okay, so we for toys, what? Did I totally mess this up? We only need 2 paint, and now I'm making. I don't know how I miscalculated that. Okay, well you know what? How much does paint sell for? Maybe we'll just sell the paint. Whoa, thought it was 2,400 for a second there. Paint 320. And to make it, we're buying in a lot of chemicals. Well, it's 320 for 1, and we are overproducing by like 6. So that's about 1,800. And we're buying in 5. Yeah, I mean it's profitable. So it's either delete this or just overproduce paint and sell paint. I think we'll sell the paint. Oh, here we go again. So we had this chemical problem last time. You either shut stuff down, pay money, but it still shuts it down. This is interesting. Use influence you've accrued. So we somehow accrued 8 influence with Helen. I don't know how, but let's spend it and not shut anything down. Helen. Where do we find those connections? I wonder if because I feel like, oh, let's just keep chumming up to EPA. Yeah, can I can't take you to lunch, huh? Can I take, can't do that, oddly. Can't lobby. Okay, so, yeah, okay, we're not getting any warnings. I love it, I love it. Money's doing fine. Over making paint. Lack of chemicals. Lack of chemicals. So this is that, because the first contract... Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's just turn this off. I am annoyed that when you turn these things off, you don't save... Like, we're literally paying 25 workers, and they're doing nothing. But we're consuming too many chemicals. So, yeah, we need that chemical purchase to happen. How far away from that are we even? Chemicals... 9 days away from even this up and running. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem for a bit. Okay, anyway, that's our paint. So what we want to be doing now is making... we've got our paint. We've got paint for the toy factory, right? And we've got the cardboard. Lumber, we might have to increase, that lumber production, but that's fine. So I think it's time to actually build our toy production. So we do need this. Let's go ahead and grab the toy research. And so a housewares complex. Oh, I love being able to. So we've already got a complex, so we don't need to build another whole section. So in here, we should be able to get toy production going. There we go. So with wood, perfect. Okay, and we said we need 2 of these guys, because we want to be making 3. So yeah, I guess I'll just... Okay. Or maybe not there. Slot in right there. Oh, that would have been nice. Yeah. Tetris fail for sure. I mean, I guess I could run this road. Let's run this road over here, maybe. Let's get that built. And then that'll give us more space over this side. Yeah, I feel like you want to run the roads all the way around the edges so you've got plenty of space for the buildings. Delete that. And then another toy factory. Yeah. Okay. All right. And so this is going to need... What are this? So we're already taking in 9 lumber here. We're adding a need for 19 lumber. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. So we failed at furniture. We need to look at that. Okay, let's pay the fine. What fine? Penalty. Let's look at that. What's your problem with the furniture? Furniture production. So we have 277 containers of it. Why did the furniture not get delivered? Did we run out of storage again? Storage is fine. Are we just not sending enough furniture over? Ugh, yeah. We're not sending enough over. So what, because it's 4. What's our contract for? There's nothing more frustrating than angering a partner who's like, hey, I was expecting 33 containers of this. And it's like, oh, we've got plenty. We just didn't drive it over. So instead of like, hey, can your guy wait? We'll get it over there. So, you know, this is essentially, it's like 4.5, right? Let's just send 6 over because I'm pretty sure we're making the 6. Yeah, it's really 6. I mean, this production details, you know, this is sort of where you can see it, I suppose. Like, we're making 6. Headquarters is only receiving 4 of them a day. Like, so you know, there's a problem there, right? What shouldn't be anything you're producing essentially needs to head to the headquarters or outward somewhere else. I guess ultimately you want everything to be at 0, ideally. The daily should be 0, so that means there's balance. Okay, so that's going to send out more furniture. Yeah, I mean, is that really? Should I spend time, very boring amount of time, trying to get these closer to 0? Utilities not so much because that's just overage. But you know, like paper, we should not be gaining 1 paper a day. We should either set up another contract to sell it or make sure we're consuming it. Lumber, same. Well, lumber, we're about to be using more of it, so no need to sell that. But yeah, there's that furniture surplus, right, that we didn't sell. We had a contract to sell it, we weren't shipping it out. Yeah, and cardboard's similar. Okay, so, but that's, the cardboard and lumber's fine, because that's what we're about to use for our toy factory. Okay. So, back to the deliveries then. So the plan is we need to send a lot more lumber out. So what was the deal? Sawmill is making 14. Ooh, I think we just I can't remember in an earlier episode. The issue here was the ratio is normally 1 to it's a 3 times ratio, and I think because we have a good VP in, like a complex manager, they're actually increasing our ratio here, which is just exactly what we want. Or we want more lumber anyway. But so we really need 19 lumber, and we're only making 14, so we're going to have to get another sawmill regardless. I know we're way over. You can see how many logs over production we are. So, and we're, you know, our lumber is also built up. We've got plenty of overage, but you know, it will go down relatively quickly. But so let's set up the lumber. Yeah, this is the lumber we're selling, but we need to stop selling now because we need that for the toy factory. So let's cancel the lumber contract. And cancel the lumber contract. Stop sending it to headquarters. And then now our timber to housewares, that needs to go up to 19. And we don't have the loading bays for that, so we're going to need to, so housewares needs that. So I'll set it to 14, and we need to add a new loading bay. Right. And by doing that, now I don't have access to that main road. Maybe we'll go this route. Or what? We will see. Housewares. So, lumber. We need a lumber delivery. That's this one. Is it timber? Does timber handle raw logs and sawed lumber? Yeah, I think that's the problem. So we can do this, I believe. That's an internal road. We're going to find out. Can I put a road across here? It seems to suggest I can. So I'm going to do that and just see what that does. So yeah, we're definitely Definitely screwed that up a little, because yeah, we want that main road access. You know what? Even though this is for utility row, let's just do it here. And so there's our main road access. What? Oh, there we go. And then our internal road access over here. And then that will need to get built, otherwise I don't think we can set up the delivery. So, fortunately, we have construction crews that work separate of the buildings. Apparently that's something else getting built. Resource search. Okay, you found sand at G5. Yeah, I think that's where it was before. Am I crazy? No, maybe it was E3 last time. I hate that it doesn't tell you. Okay, well that's better. That's better, because that's closer to our G5 is closer to our network here, because we have... Do we have build rights here? I can't really tell. It's annoying, the shading. I think this means we have build rights right here. No. But G5, it's only two runs, so that's a lot better. Okay, good. So purchase lot G5 to gain access to sand. 33. Yeah, definitely worth it. I think we're going to be making glass. All right, sand is good. Sand does actually quite a few things as well. Sand also makes those chemicals and soda. Oh, that's... We don't have the tech, but it's fine. Tech's actually... Yeah. Yeah, so... Oh, sulfur, though. How do you make sulfur? You need a sulfur mine. So we'd actually have to buy in the sulfur, which looks expensive. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Executive assistant. So we could get more research. You can buy us land. I think there's a bug in the land thing. I actually want to see... Go on at this mission thing. Let's see what his missions are. And if there are little sub-goals that give you bonuses. Now, what is that? I don't like that. No, see... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. This terrifies me. Full capacity. So the issue is that there's not enough water. This needs to be priority... like, could not be higher priority. So, I mean, the water connection's coming from this direction, because we're not getting from the city. That could work. This is the main road. It's like this weird. Let's do that, and I think we can run the pipe around here, hopefully. Like, this needs to be positioning queue. God, I wish I knew, like, they so desperately need to make this, like, build now. Build now. Because I have to go find the other thing under construction and pause it to make this the #1 thing to build. Pipe. So, from here, over here. Oh, what? Why? There's nothing. Can I just go this way, maybe? That's fine. Yeah, okay. Alright, I mean, I think one way to do it is you go to headquarters and it will tell you who's working on your construction. Not assigned. Not assigned, not assigned. So maybe if I unpause it, yeah, they're working on the water, okay. Okay. God. You don't understand. you didn't watch the... Okay, that's built. Get these pipes built. Build the pipes. Saving. Build the pipe. I think we're okay because we're at this 99%. I mean, you know, the other way to deal with this is we really should just like we can go get an agreement. Let's get an agreement with the city. It's just sort of a backup because right now we can't take any electricity from the city. Let's just go get an agreement from the city so that at least, you know, as an emergency pull, we can get some electricity in if we need it. As requested, put together a few things to get started. Okay, so we definitely want to make Burlington an international center for furniture. I mean, we're already doing that. Begin to expand furniture. We'll create a sustainable paper industry. Huh. This is a new mission, investment effort, furniture. Fascinating. I mean, either of these is fine. I mean, we've got, sure, we can make more furniture. We've got a lot of... So all done, boss. Finish up the task. And so what should I do? Decide on which outcome. Looks like there's a solid cash return on our investment rate. Oh, so I think we just completed the mission immediately. Wow, so actually, yeah, if you send him off for missions, you can get... Oh, okay, so you get research or money. We're doing okay on money. Let's take the research. Okay. See, and I think under missions that would have been there, but yeah, okay. Mission success, yeah. We already completed exactly. We already completed it. Okay. There are buildings shutting down, shutting down. Okay, out of houses. Alright, so the issue here is you need small houses to build large. Small. Let's just sort of, like, we'll get the large. Okay. So 100 more houses for now, so we don't need to worry about that. Housewares, we has electric issue. You know what? I think let's go ahead and invest in the better transformers. So now, now we can build this bigger transformer. So the small one does 2400, bigger one does 7500. Costs a few more workers, and a one-time cost that's negligible. So yeah, that's great. So it's really like this is 3 of the small ones. Oh, is it like an annoying... Does it fit? Why doesn't it fit? Oh, I'm just in the wrong complex thing. Okay, so housewares. Large. Perfect. Okay. Great. Yeah. So that's like a saving of space. So 1, 2, 3, it's a 4 grid, whereas this is a 6 grid. And yeah, like this would be 9 across. And so for 4 across, we're getting more power. And I think a better economy of workers as well. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Probably want to do that for water as well next time we need more water somewhere. Okay. Look at this funky toy factory. That is cool. Pink toy factory. Is that like a Simon Says on the roof? Yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing and like a Rubik's Cube. Very cool, very cool. Okay. Can you customize these? Oh, you can do color scheme. Huh. Oh, it's for the whole complex, so I guess you can sort of give it... Yeah, that's about it though. Okay. Alright, so so the lumber issue... so we were waiting for that thing to be, but let's get that lumber over. So lumber to housewares, we wanted it up to 19. So we built more loading bays for that. And then paint. So we're making plenty of paint. We're probably like overage on the paint right now. Don't know, we'll have to find out how much paint has... Oh, what's your problem? Needs a tanker. We don't have a tanker loading facility. What's this? Full capacity. Is it, even with this? Oh, yeah. Didn't hook up the electric. Let's get that built. Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Okay, that should hopefully get electric sorted. Infrastructure. Hello. Your VP of Ops contact me about an investment into regional. Oh, right. So that was that thing. Even though our electric's fine now because yeah. Okay, so 40 grand would get us It increased the capacity. We still have to pay them for that 12K. But it gives us this flexibility. I mean, yeah, I'll do it. That's fine. Okay, so now the idea here is that, yeah, so we have 12,000 from them, but yeah, we're not going to pay for it. So we're going to bring that down. Because the daily cost, let's see what that was actually. Daily cost was 1,000, right? We're not actually going to pay for it, but we've got it available if we ever need to just turn it on quickly. That's the idea. And we have the same, see right now we do have water available as well that we're not paying for. I know the devs were talking about getting to a point where we can, also you could sell utilities back to the city. Okay, so they're waiting for paint, which is, so we need that tanker. I wonder if there's also an upgrade of this too. Although it doesn't look like, oh, see these have an upgrade, but the minerals don't, but that's fine, but tanks do. I wonder if we should look into that. Okay, so we need a storage tank for the paint. Yeah, we are running out of space rapidly. I guess, sure. So there's our storage tank, and then the loading facility. So we've been doing this now. Let's. It's creating an annoying pipework system that I've just got to let go of and deal. That's going to happen. Okay, so that'll allow the paint to come in. I think we can't. It's going to get that same problem. Paint, chemicals. It does let you set it. Does it let you actually add it? Oh, it does. Oh, I thought so. This has changed that. It used to be that you had to wait till it was built to actually set it up. So I forget how much it was now. Let's just throw in 8 and then we'll look it up. It's only 2. We only need 2 drums of paint. Okay. So paint 2, and then we need to start setting up something to sell that paint. Because how's our storage looking? I thought there was, yeah, is it this? A paint, yeah, we've got 8. We're making 8. It doesn't tell us the storage. Oh, I guess you can go here. Yeah, 56. Oh, it doesn't, it looks like there's something up with the storage. I don't know how this storage is. It's like 30,000 cubic meters, but some of them are barrels, some of them are cubic meters, who knows. But I'm not too worried yet. It will be. But let's let that run its course. So this is waiting for paint. What else is it waiting for? Cardboard. One of these is using cardboard, I thought. No. So I don't think there's any cardboard coming in. Let's check deliveries again. Cardboard right now we're just selling directly. Yeah, so we should start using it. And so how much cardboard do we need? 2. Okay, so we're selling 4. How much are we making? Making 5. Okay, so we're making 5. We want to send 2 over this way. I'm going to assume we have a decent build-up of cardboard. I might be wrong. Not that great, but that's fine. So let's reduce this down. So we're making 5. So we're only going to send 3 over to the headquarters. And then let's set up another cardboard delivery to send 2 over to the housewares. Okay. And then let's make sure that we don't renege our contracts then. So cardboard contract is, what is that? Doesn't give you that average. You have to actually look it up, I suppose. It shows it here, 3.5. So we're sending 3 over. It's kind of a very annoying amount. And that's the lowest we can actually do with these guys. Alright, we'll leave it for now. Maybe if they complain, we'll just shut the contract off. Great, so that chemical leak. So I don't know how we got the influence with her, but apparently it did us good. We didn't have to pay to deal with it. Alright, so it's lacking cardboard, but that should show up in a day or 2. And there we go. I think this is now operational. Nice. So we have 4 toys being made. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so let's set up a contract to sell those. Toys. So we're making 4, so ideally we would sell, and we don't have anyone that wants toys. Okay, so let's go find someone who wants toys. I don't get it. See, this says business type furniture wholesale. It doesn't say they want toys necessarily. Alright, let's pause just for a sec here. Okay, so, and the business goal is to sell. We definitely need to sell toys, produce, and then make a large toy sales agreement. Oh, this was that whole... So that's why we need to be making a lot of paint. We do need to sell the paint, after all. So actually we should just get that going. I forgot about that, yeah. Ooh, we have a new investor. Oh, this is... Oh, no, this is a new thing. Cool, okay. But we have to make... We have to fulfill one of these goals. Furniture's getting there. It's about a third of the way there. And that will get us this new investment opportunity. I don't remember where he showed up from. Okay, so... What would be cool is if they added in a... you know, I mean, like, the investors have given us seed money, but we don't have any... there should be, like, something... Like some sort of dividend or you know, ultimately in the finances. Yeah, like... The investors... The investors don't get anything for their money, which is a bit weird, right? Some of our outbound would either be, you know, in dividends... you know, you know, they just don't have an economy for like kind of personal finance, right? Like we're the CEO. I assume we have some shares in the company, but who knows, right? So that would just be cool. More for realism though than having to worry about like a separate market. But I do like that stuff. But for now, the investors will assume just somehow get benefits from what they're giving us. Okay, so where did that leave us? Yeah, we want to sell the toys, and we couldn't find anyone who deals in toys. Toys. It's saying there's 3 people discoverable, but their business is furniture. So I don't know what this will teach us, but okay, so let's just... So this person can introduce us. We have the highest influence with them. So please introduce me. We'll take you to lunch first. Always good to just keep increasing that. And please introduce me to someone who works in toys. There we go. Industries toys. Okay, so probably this guy. Harry Lang. I wonder what the consultants do. I've never done that. Okay. Yeah. Harry Lang. Alright, so Harry Lang of Occidental Partners. What's your deal? And you're the VP of Sales, so I'll take you to lunch. Got the intro. Got lunch. Okay. So now if we try to set up a contract, do you buy toys? Or do you sell, yeah, you take toys. Although apparently we have to work with Doris for it, even though we met someone else. Okay. So that's 2 of them. So I think that's the one we do. And then we'll probably sell that much. And then after 6 deliveries, so after 60 days, we'll be able to upgrade to a medium contract, and that's all we need to do for the thing. So let's do that. Sign it. And then I'm just going to set up the deliveries because I will forget. So toys, out of here, into headquarters, 2 a day. Voila. Cool. Okay. Okay. So that gets us closer to the toy goal. Yeah. So yeah, over 30 days that should reach there. Oh, we need a large toy sales agreement. Okay. It's fine. So it's going to take a little while. And then, yeah, let's just start overproducing the paint and sell some paint. So, because we're consuming... Well, so we are producing double the paint we need to be producing. This wants Produce 350 over 30 days. What is that? That's 11. Oh, wow. Wants us to produce essentially 11.6, so 12 a day. That's annoying because 12. Oh, it's 3 of these guys. Yeah, wow. Okay. So I think we should just go for the full 3 then when we need to. Which means we're going to need to buy in even more chemicals. Yeah, this is definitely where I think, I guess we should be producing these chemicals, but maybe not from Coke. Or we should be buying the Coke, or whatever it is. Yeah, I think we should just be buying the Coke. God, it just needs so much chemicals. Like, yeah, that's that whole thing where it's sand, we could buy some sulfur. It still only makes 2 chemicals. The chemical production's pretty low no matter how you look at it. That makes 4 chemicals, that's oil. We do not have access to any oil. So yeah, I think it's just sort of this mix of sand and potash, because we have sand and potash and then you just buy the other the reactant, essentially. I think that's what you could call it, that, right? The reagent, maybe, or you know, so it's the sulfur mixed with the sand, or the Coke mixed with the potash. All right, what are we missing here? Whoops. Toy sales. Yes. Sell. And then what's your thing? Okay, so we haven't been able to buy. Are we buying dyes still? Whatever. Let's look that up actually, because we're producing dye. Are we really buying dyes? I mean, we're shipping dyes out of our chem contract. Oh, we are buying dyes. Oh, so we should probably stop doing that, I think. Where's the dyes getting used? So dyes are getting used at timber only, according to this. So we should stop buying dye, I think. We definitely need to figure this out. So timber is using 1 dye. What is that for? For this paper, which we don't even really need. We're just making that for a little bit of money. So timber's using 1 dye. We're making 2. And right now we have 1 of these going. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably just cancel that contract actually. So it's just for 1 dye, but we're definitely making enough now. Yeah, let's just cancel the contract. I'm gonna find out there's something I'm not accounting for there, but so we've got 1 dye going out to the chems, and the other dye is getting consumed, you know, inside of here. Yeah, I don't think we need to be buying any. What's our dye storage? 45 barrels. I think we're fine. Union, yes. They want a small increase in pay. It doesn't tell you how much. Alright, but we're definitely going to do that because, as you can see, we're still sitting, this -12, I guess, is forever in our satisfaction index here. I don't know if that's ever going away. Trade show. So we have this, man, we've never done any of this as well. Look at all these cool things. So, loading bay capacity. I don't know if that's ever worth doing. Because they stop gaining experience, but they'll do a thing. Reduce utilities, that could be something as well for emergency. Complex open house. Conduct a tour. All vendors and customers who deal in resources produced here will get an influence increase. Huh. Okay. And same deal here. So you could basically get someone in, like in the timber products, Yeah, if we were, you know, so we're selling paper, we're selling. I assume that will work for that. Might be worth it. Let's just try it. I'm just going to do it for fun. Okay, and then we're doing trade shows. So staff with meet several newcomers that offer contracts for things that we already purchase or produce. So we could get more contracts. Could be good. Don't care about that. Trade shows. This is yep. Get more research, or just get a free technology or something maybe. New candidates. Not so bothered about. Introductions to businesses that buy or sell a resource. So this is where we can definitely. I mean, maybe we get a glass guy. Like I said, I was worried about that glass disappearing. But also, you know, do we want to sell more toys? Whatever it is. Instructions to businesses that buy or sell. That seems very, like, I would like to define that. Like, what good is selling it if I'm not making it? It seems like you should be able to say I want to buy specifically. It's very goofy. Just stick with the research. Huh. Let's try and see what other contracts come in. I'm just curious, see what happens. Okay. Okay. Contract stuff. Yeah, still doing well on that furniture. Yeah, like if we have do we have a complex manager here? Because we don't have anything in the housewares. Let's hire for housewares actually. And because I feel like, you know, this is where we're making the good stuff. So we should try to improve that, and then especially if you can then, you know, improve the relationships of the people we're selling to or whatever. Because that, you know, this is our moneymaker, so we should look after it. This we haven't even got close to because it's, you know, yeah, we can't sell crude oil. I mean, this is interesting, I suppose. Selling dyes at 5.17 a barrel. We have plenty in store. Oh, so that's interesting, right? You know, because we're not over making dye, but we definitely have the capacity. It's funny, it says that we had 61, but I guess some of it was going over there. That'd be kind of cool. So 5.17 a barrel, what is its market price? Dye. Its market price is 245, so it's like double price. I mean, that's pretty good for an influx of cash. 61 barrels of dye. Oh, it's for purchase though. Yeah, we don't want to buy double price dye. Okay, so this you may sell up to. Right. Okay. Yeah, so we can't sell any oil. You may sell up to. Oh, this is a way to get rid of byproducts though, and they'll pay you for it. That's kind of cool actually, because usually you have to pay to dispose of it. We've got a lot of it. Okay. Where is it? Where is it all located? It's probably all over the place. Majority of it's at the electrics and timber. Yeah. Okay. It's definitely. I mean, we just sort of need to do like a one-time big delivery, I think. Liquid. So let's get it out of the. What's your problem? Waste loading facility. Huh. So no, it's funny. It needs to go from here to the harbor, but the harbor will only pick it up from the headquarters all the way over here. So whatever. Distribution. I don't see a waste. It said you need a waste. Oh, store it. There we go. Byproducts. Waste loading. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of it at some point anyway. Might as well do it. You know, might as well. This is the most wonky setup. So this is actually the highway. Bizarrely, we have the highway coming into our complex and the internal road going around. Okay, so liquid byproduct out and send it over to headquarters. Ugh, no viable connection. This is very silly. Okay, so headquarters. We also need liquid byproduct. Byproducts. Waste loading. Yeah, sure. Okay. And then, will it let us do this finally? Liquid. Like that. And like that. And, I mean, they would take about 60. Okay, that maxes it out. That's fine. Actually, you know, I need to turn it off once they've sent some over. No idea if this is even going to work. Sell up to 155 barrels. It leaves in 26 days. Okay, I mean, let's just find out. I don't know what's going on. Because it needs to be in storage. So, wait, selling... You may sell up to the... So this is selling the dye. Oh, this is something's broken here. Because look at that. It's like, that says selling dyes. You click on it and it says they're available to purchase. This says selling byproducts and it says you may sell it. So, yeah. Okay, let's just speed up time. I want to see... So this storage should go up. I mean, it should. I'm just going to give it one full day. Okay. That didn't change. Big fucking surprise. I mean, there's the liquid byproducts. We've got 114 sitting in there now. Harbor. Okay, yeah, alright. So it's, yeah, there's that 114. Okay, so let's just, they'll take 155. Let's give it another day and let it make it over there. So you just need to kind of keep an eye on, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the delivery off. It's so weird to have to micro that. Okay, so we were looking for a complex manager for timber, or for the household. So nothing helpful there. Ooh, worker happiness -10, doesn't sound good. But pay goes down as well. Complex manager, all daily power and water use -20, so that's good. Okay, complex manager, daily production +10. Yeah, that's fine. Again, I don't know. We get this whole thing where the production. Yeah, so look at that. We're now making 6 toys. I mean, that's pretty good. And all the furniture, I think, has increased. This was 2 apiece, I think, because our contract for furniture is only like 4.5, right? And now we're making 9. Yeah, I mean that's pretty amazing actually. So we can increase. So like, what has that done for us? Like, I think we're now. I'm not sure how if this is updated yet, but yeah, we could probably increase our contracts. All right, that's fine. So let's definitely get that. Let's do that ship. It's the first for that. So selling the liquid byproducts. So that's the max. Pick up from headquarters. Oh, they could have done it. Didn't have to send it over. Okay, whatever. Yes. What? Amazing. Another bug. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. Now it's just sitting at headquarters. Okay. I mean, can it pick up from electric at least. Whatever's sitting there right now. No. Okay. Unless it's just because I'm paused. I don't know. Let's unpause. Try it one more time. No. Okay. I'm gonna save that. Okay, so we are over the 1 hour mark again. But I think this was a pretty good accomplishment. We're decently on our way, despite only having 1 check mark. Because I think you know, once the days are up, this will be fine. Because we're definitely making more than 3, and then yeah, we'll get to the point where we can increase the contract, and then our paint as well. That's where we just need to work out the chemical situation. Are we buying the chems or not? And this is constant on its way too. So yeah, pretty good. It's interesting. I think that, you know, to get to IPO, I'm just curious. You know, so like this whole thing all in is gonna be like at least, you know, I'd be surprised if it's less than 6 hours to do this one map, and there's like 20 maps or something. So pretty good value. You know, outside of, you know, potentially getting, you know, finding it repetitive, or you know, I don't know if there's anything challenge-wise that might start feeling off, but I've been really enjoying it so far. I dig the art style quite a bit. Yeah, so thank you for watching. See you next time when we try to complete out the toy objectives for the investor. So thank you very much. See you next time.